Welcome back, guys. Yeah, so we're going to have a look at what's going on in Australia, guys. Yeah.
Good morning, everyone.
I hate when it does that. All right, here's something I want to watch. Something important for me, anyway.
The opposition has vowed to introduce a wave.
All right, here we go. Liberal, huh? So Liberals might be our saviours? I doubt it. Let's see what they're going to say.
Of new laws to crack down on Victoria's crime crisis if it wins the next election. Top of the agenda, a fresh approach to get knives and
When it wins the next election, I imagine this policy is going to be very popular with a lot of people.
weapons off the street. Amber Johnston with more.
From locking up criminals to locking down the top job. Brad Batten takes aim at Victoria's biggest crisis in his pursuit of its highest office.
We don't feel safe in our shopping centres, but worse, we don't feel safe in our homes.
A punchy and predictable focus for the former cop a year out from the next election. But to win the big swing, a bold promise is needed.
Today, I'm announcing, under a Liberals and Nationals government, that we will introduce Jack's Law in Victoria.
All right, that's serious. So that's a very serious law, guys. Actually, I've been about to talk about it, so let's watch it.
Beasley was a 17-year-old Queensland boy who was killed in an unprovoked stabbing attack in 2019. Since then, his parents have fought tirelessly for police to be given more powers.
It's a non-invasive scan. The police just run the scanner straight over your body. It literally takes 60 seconds, and if you're not carrying a weapon, you're on your way.
And so far, it's been introduced in almost every other state.
Yeah, I bet you Victoria has not, because Victoria is stupid. Our politicians in Victoria are bad. They're just dumb. They're just dumb. Dumb. If this is all it is, then we should have it.
State, except Victoria.
If Victoria takes it on, all those lost lives in Victoria, that's what it's for.
It will work in Victoria. It cannot not work, do you know what I mean?
But the state government says it's...
Yeah, I don't know. If it's worked everywhere else, why wouldn't it work here? I mean, it sounds like the government's making excuses, which they always do, I guess.
Current schemes, including the machete bins, are already working.
We also have...
I don't know if I like the machete bins, because other people can go into those areas and try to get the machetes out. That is too open. It's way too open and too easily accessed by everyone else, especially the criminals of the state.
Expanded police stop and search powers, and that has resulted in more than 10,000 weapons being confiscated.
If the government had have acted on this earlier, we wouldn't have seen kids dead on the street as we have seen recently.
Jack's Law is the centrepiece of the opposition's $100 million blueprint.
Hey, I like the idea, guys. I can get behind it.
To crush Victoria's crime scourge if elected. Also,
when elected, I reckon he'll do very well.
On the list of promises, tougher bail laws, a protest registration system, a ban on face coverings, new move-on powers, a crackdown on domestic violence perpetrators, stricter sentences and a new live-in program to rehabilitate repeat young offenders. Notably absent from today's...
I think he's got a few good policies. I really like it. I mean, I think these policies are definitely going to be good for the Victorian voters. I mean, I'll probably even go for him. And I usually go to the left, which is the Labor, but I don't know. This might be my first time I ever got it right.
Leading is federal Liberal leader Susan Lee, which begs the question, is the party really united? In her stead, her deputy, Ted O'Brien.
You have a leader in the House, and his name is Brad Batten.
A steadfast pledge after a week of Liberal infighting, leadership questions and a sacked senator. But there's no denying that it's not a good look that Miss Lee's not here.
Thank you very much for
Would you say the Liberal...
Yeah, as soon as you leave, basically just turned to a child and walked away. Instead of facing the music, he walks away. That's disrespectful.
Party's united right now? The deputy running to higher ground, leaving his state colleague to face the hard questions alone.
What doesn't frustrate me is coming here today and talking about the fact that the Liberals and Nationals have a plan to keep Victoria safe.
Amber Johnston, 9 News.
And it'll be a perfect thing to do. Let's get back. Guys, I don't want to close the windows because I want to make sure I keep them open. All right, I don't really care about the forgotten. What's this one? Don't care about that one. It's not really important. Don't care about heart thingy. I forgot. Don't care about that one. Ah, yes, the AFL guys. I'm gonna look at that one in a second. Got some new news because the news happens regularly, so I've got to make sure we don't.
Good evening. 2 weeks ago, the Crows entered the AFL final series with hope and expectation of ending a 27-year premiership drought. Tonight, the club and its fans are licking their wounds after being sensationally bundled out in straight sets. The first minor...
Sensational. Dude, guys, they got their asses kicked. I watched it online. They were embarrassing. It was just a shit show. I don't know how we watch this, guys. I don't know how you watch it. I'm going to turn my eyes around and look away in disgust. All right, let's get back to it.
Premier in 42 years to have such a fate.
In the new light of day at Crows HQ, a chilling reminder of last night's horror show.
It's been a nightmare!
Yeah, it was a nightmare. It was bad, guys. So here's the thing, guys. AFL is such a big thing in Victoria, where I live at least. It's probably the only sport I really follow. But my team's still in it, so I'm not too fast.
Absolute nightmare!
For many fans, the September nightmare became a reality well before three-quarter time.
I've never left early in my life. I'm leaving early tonight.
A mass exodus at Adelaide Oval with the heartbreak sinking in.
Yeah, a lot of people left. Like, when I started watching it, I was like, okay, Adelaide's probably going to put out a show. They're going to be extreme. They're going to be aggressive. What happened? Adelaide sucked. They suck so bad with a capital S. I have not seen a shit show this bad for a long time. Not in a finals, anyway. I do understand why people left.
Devastated.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. We played terrible. Yeah, absolutely.
That terrible is an understatement. That's just being nice.
Absolutely terrible.
52,000 fans showed up, but for the second straight week...
Okay, 52,000. That's cool.
The Crows didn't.
Bloody hurts, to be honest.
It's a pretty hard one to swallow right now.
Coach Matthew Nix, who guided his side from 15th to 1st in one season, now with an unsavoury slice of history, the first minor premier since 1983 to bow out in straight sets.
Is it pressure?
This is terrible.
Is it expectation? Is it opposition? Is it perceived pressure that you put on yourself? The only way we'll know that is by keep trying to show up here and rock up and be in this position again and give ourselves another crack at it.
The illness that swept through the club over the past 10 days will never be used as an excuse, but the absence of suspended star Isaac Rankin for that now infamous homophobic slur was glaring.
It changed the dynamic of our group. I think if any team lose their best player, then it becomes quite a challenge to replace that.
They'll use the pain of their finals flop as motivation for redemption next year.
Now, as for the fans,
some
some might
more.
use the off-season to cool down a bit, especially a 25-year-old Blakeview man who was arrested for assaulting a police officer at the Oval last night. Now, a 26-year-old Ottaway man was also arrested for disorderly behaviour. Police also assisted security with a number of evictions over the course of the night, including this man on the hill who took aim at Hawthorn supporters in the final term.
All right, I've got an issue with these retards. There's nothing wrong with supporting your team and all that, but when you're starting to throw things to the other team, fans, and causing problems, you do need to be kicked out. They should be permanently banned, personally, just to send a message.
But overall, will police say they were pretty pleased with the crowd behaviour?
All right, Corey, hear more on that Crows loss a bit later on. Thank you.
Yeah, they lost, guys. That was bad. It was embarrassing. Let's move on. I don't have much to do today, guys, when it comes to talking, so we'll probably be all right. Oh, here we go. This is something I do want to talk about, but not in this video, not in this thing. All right, this is something I do need to talk about, and I think I'll probably just end it there. There's nothing else really I want to talk about. Yeah, everything else is basically, yeah, crap, so we don't need to talk about it. All right, let's talk about this, and then we'll go back to this one, because this is our next story, so...
Protesters have once again converged on Sydney CBD with 3 separate rallies taking place today. Police were out in force, but only one arrest interrupted the peaceful demonstrations.
Oh, that's pretty good though.
Throughout the city, loud and proud. Thousands joining the Australia Unites demonstration.
All right, so it's another immigration type of rally, isn't it? So we're getting a lot of rallies, and they need to be monitored. It just can't keep having this.
Calling for justice, freedom, and a more transparent government.
Good luck on that.
Our country's just gone off a cliff in the last, I'd say, 2 years. Government's money's been wasted on a lot of ineffective things that don't help people day to day.
Organisers had hoped to mirror the scenes from the Harbour Bridge last month. Instead, Hyde Park, today's backdrop.
And the law that the government are trying to push through is not good for us middle class.
There's definitely not as many people, isn't there? There's a big decrease.
Australians that are struggling.
I'm not against immigration. It has to be stopped until we fix the country.
A spirited preacher briefly stealing the spotlight.
The Lord Jesus Christ is King of Australia.
The 50-year-old arrested for breach of the peace. Protests like this are becoming a regular...
Yeah, I don't want to listen to your religious rhetoric. Sorry.
...sight across Sydney, from cost of
Now, I've got
living
no problem if you're religious, but I don't want to hear it.
pressures to global conflict. The issues vary, but the message stays the same. People feel unheard and they want change. At Belmore Park, a separate protest calling out racism and fascism.
We don't matter whether black or white, we're all here to have a purpose, to live our lives out.
I am concerned about the raised rhetoric that verges from political opinion into political hate.
Hayley Francis.
I don't know if that's true. I don't really trust the government. Governments lie all the time, guys. Let's go back and talk about this one here, and then we'll probably move on to another story, which will probably be a longer one because I want to get something decent into it. Now, here's the one I'm more interested in.
Good evening. The search for Charlie Kirk's killer has ended, with 22-year-old Tyler Robinson tonight in custody, awaiting formal charges of aggravated murder.
About time, guys. The guy got caught. He deserves it.
The arrest was followed by a combative address from Kirk's widow, who vowed to continue her husband's work and honour his legacy.
Yeah, I like that. That was fun.
In the studio where Charlie Kirk spread his word, his grieving widow delivers a message of fire and fury.
The cries of this widow will echo around the world like
Oh, God, no.
a battle cry.
Erica Kirk and their 2 children were at the Utah University when the MAGA influencer was assassinated.
She goes, "Where's Daddy?"
Oh, that is really heartbreaking. I'm going to be honest. That's heartbreaking, guys. I mean, like I said, he died. He left, what was it? His wife and his 2 kids, I believe. It might be 3 kids. I can't remember how many. But regardless, he left them all alone, and it's not even his fault. Some cow decided to take things too seriously and thought he had to go. That is disgusting. I hope the guy gets punished severely. I hope he gets the death penalty. Normally, I will not advocate such death penalty extremes, but this is extreme, so...
What do you tell a 3-year-old? She's 3.
She's guided her husband's coffin home, clutching rosary beads in front of supporters.
He will stand at his Savior's side, wearing the glorious crown of a martyr.
In a nation further divided by the murder, this was not a call for calm. It was a call to rise up.
The evildoers.
Now, I don't know. I can see this could go badly. I mean, I think the tensions are good, but I don't know how it's going to be reacted. It's going to be a lot of people on the far right who are going to go overboard.
Responsible for my husband's assassination have no idea what they have done. You have no idea what you just have unleashed across this entire country.
That address coming after authorities arrested the man accused of killing her husband.
Ha! He thought he would get away with it, being sneaky on the roof. I mean, you got cameras. Everyone's got a camera, guys. Everywhere you go, there's a camera. You're going to get caught.
With a high degree of certainty, we have him.
22-year-old.
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but Trump looks very happy on that statement. We finally got him.
Old Tyler Robinson, the 33-hour manhunt coming to an end here in a rocky corner of southwestern Utah in the city of St. George.
This is shocking in our little neighborhood. It's breaking my heart.
Investigators say Tyler's father saw these images and suspected his son was the shooter. It's alleged the 22...
So he got dobbed in by his own father. Now, I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I understand he dobbed him because of what he did. But also, I feel like there should be some loyalty to the family. I don't know. Maybe I'm just in the middle here. But I think in this case, he probably deserves to get caught. Because this was a tragic offense. And I don't want to ever see this again. I know it's America. And I know it's going to happen again. So...
year-old confessed and said, "I would rather kill myself than turn myself in." His father reached out to a family friend who in turn contacted authorities and the student was arrested.
Now the FBI is delving into every little detail of...
Yeah, the FBI will be doing their job for once. I mean, they'll be going through it quite deeply.
Robinson's backstory. Investigators have been at the family home all day and they're now towing the suspect's vehicle as they try and work out what led this young man to become America's Most Wanted.
They have really kind, nice parents and all that. This kind of just came out of nowhere.
Robinson had been a high achiever.
The value of this scholarship is approximately $32,000. This scholarship is available for 4 years or 8 semesters.
Those who knew him said he was not initially political, but had fallen into a world of hate and had spoken of his dislike of Charlie Kirk.
It is an attack on all of us.
Yeah, I don't like that idea. I mean, here's the thing. If you hate someone that much, maybe you should disconnect it. Maybe you should stay off the internet for a while. I mean, how can you hate someone? Okay, his views may go against yours. That's fine, but you should be discussing it, not making a big deal out of it.
It is an attack on the American experiment. It is an attack on our ideals.
Robinson is alleged to have fled the scene of the shooting, changed out of these clothes and dumped the gun. The casings had written messages among them.
Hey fascist! Exclamation point. Catch! Exclamation point.
In Charlie Kirk's home city of Phoenix.
Yeah, that's a psychopath right there. I mean, someone who does that.
Prayers, tears and rage.
Public execution would be wonderful.
Tyler Robinson is being held without bail but is yet to be formally charged. Next week, he'll face his first court appearance.
I hope he gets the death penalty.
As America faces another turning point.
Is this the end of a dark chapter in our history or the beginning of a darker chapter in our history? Do we escalate or do we find an off-ramp?
We'll never surrender. We never will. God bless you all. And may God bless America.
In St. George, Utah, Reed Butler, 9 News.
All right, guys. I'm actually going to look more into this kind of stuff. So this is going to be our next video. Hopefully the last one. Because, yeah, there's always news about it. For this part, guys, this is just the new stuff. So, yeah, we won't be doing a very long stream because it's very late. So I'm trying to keep it to about an hour or two, guys. Tomorrow I'm hoping to do a bit more decent. There'll be something different as well. So we'll see how we go.